Hi guys, in today's video, we'll be looking at how to add a magnifying zoom for images in WordPress. So you can see the magnifying zoom effect on this image I have here. So let's get started. So for my WordPress admin dashboard, I'll go to plugins, I'll go to add new. Now from the plugins page, I'll search for a plugin called WP Image Zoom. So you can see the plugin here, WP Image Zoom. I'll click on install now. I'll click on activate. So my plugin has been activated successfully. So from the sidebar, I can see the plugin here called WP Image Zoom. So I'll click on it. So from the WP Image Zoom, I have the general settings and the zoom settings. Now the first option here is to choose the lens shape. Now you have the X shape, you have the circle shape and other shapes. So I'm just going to go with the default shape here, which is set to with zoom windows. So I'll scroll up. I'll go to the next option, which is to check my configuration change on the images. So you can see the default lens shape here. I can see the preview here. And if I set it to circle, I'll see the preview here. But I'm going to use the default settings here. Now I'll go to the next option, which is step 3. And I have my cursor type. Now from here, you can select your cursor type. Now I'm going to use the default settings, but you can just change it to any setting you want. Now you can also see the preview of your cursor type here. Now you can see the preview here. Now the next option is the animation easing effect. Now I'll leave this to default, which is 12. Now don't forget to save your changes or click save changes. Now the next option is the general settings. Now from the general settings, we have the different options here. Now I can leave this as a default settings, or I can make some changes here, but I'm just going to leave this as a default settings. Then I'll scroll up and click on save changes. So to add the magnifying zoom to a particular image on my website, I'll go to my post page. I'll go to all posts and I'll select any of my posts here. I'll click on edit. So I'll scroll up. So this is the image I want to add magnifying zoom to. So I'll click on the image. Then I'll click on styles. Now from here, you have the default styles, the rounded styles, but I'm going to use the with zoom. Now this is the one that will add the magnifying zoom effect. I'll click on it and I'll update changes. So I'll go to my website, then I'll go to a blog post and I'll go to read more. I'll scroll up. Now you can see the magnifying zoom effect is already working here. Now this magnifying zoom effect is only working on my blog post, only for this image. And in case you want to add magnifying zoom to any image, you can still follow the same process. So let's say I'm using a page builder like Elementor or any page builder out there, and I also want to add this magnifying zoom to a particular image on my website. Now I have this image here. Now you can notice that the magnifying zoom is not here, and this website is being built with the Elementor page builder. So I'll click on edit with Elementor. Then I'll scroll to that particular image I want to add the magnifying zoom to. So I'll click on the image, I'll click on advanced, and I'll scroll up to CSS classes. And from the CSS classes, I'll add a class name called zoom with 4 O's. Now you can see the effects here, zoom applied to this image, check on your front end. So I'll click on update, then I'll go back to my website, then I'll scroll up. Now you can see the zoom effects on the image here. And I can also resize the zoom window. So I'll go back to my website dashboard. I'll go back to WP image sizing. And I'll scroll up. Then I'll go to zoom window. Now you can see here you have the zoom windows width and the zoom windows height. Now you can change it to any default settings. So I can increase mine to 400. The width and height. I can also change the distance from the main image, which is set to 10px, the border thickness, the border color, shadow thickness, and the rest. So just feel free to change this. I'll click on save changes, and I'll go back to my website. Now you can see the magnifying zoom effects. Now my zoom window here is bigger. Now feel free to change the size of your magnifying zoom window. So with this guys, we successfully added a magnifying zoom to our WordPress website. So thank you guys for watching today's videos. I would like to know how today's video has helped you out on your WordPress career journey. Like, subscribe, share. Thank you guys.